This is part 3 of a series of videos designed to help you calculate and understand minor scales. In this video, I'll be explaining melodic minors, and it is important that you've watched part 1 where I detail how to calculate natural minors, an essential step towards calculating melodic minors. You may also find it useful, if you haven't already done so, to have a look at part 2 where I discuss harmonic minors. In the bottom left hand corner of the screen, you'll see that I've left the instructions for harmonic minors, which we looked at in part 2. I've hidden them slightly so not to confuse us with our work on melodic minors in this video. Most importantly, I've left the instructions on how to calculate the natural minor scale. You must always follow steps 1 and 2, and thus create the natural minor scale, in order to calculate a melodic minor scale. Let's assume we wanted to calculate C melodic minor, ascending and descending. Here's the C natural minor scale we calculated in part 1. So that's steps 1 and 2 completed. To convert this natural minor into a melodic minor, we need to add 2 additional steps. I'll detail them down in the bottom right hand corner. Step 3, raise the 6th by a semitone, ascending only. Step 4, raise the 7th by a semitone, ascending only. Now, if you've watched part 2, you'll be familiar with what I mean by these instructions, but to clarify, firstly, if you're not sure what are semitones, have a look at my video about accidentals and semitones. This explains everything you need to know. Secondly, when I say raise, this means add a semitone to the 6th and 7th notes. And thirdly, when I say 6th and 7th, I mean the 6th and 7th notes of the scale. We count the notes from the lowest C until we reach the 6th note, this one, A flat due to the key signature. And this note is the 7th note. What note is it? It's B flat, not B. Don't forget to always keep an eye on the key signature. Okay, so step 3 tells us to raise the 6th note by a semitone. Therefore, we change the 6th note to A, 1 semitone higher than A flat. Step 3 complete. Step 4 tells us to raise the 7th note by a semitone. Therefore, we change the note highlighted to B, 1 semitone higher than B flat. Step 4 complete. This is your answer, C melodic minor. One extremely important thing to notice is that we make 0, absolutely no changes to the descending notes. The descending melodic scale is exactly the same as the descending natural minor scale. Therefore, I'm going to make an additional note at the bottom of the screen. Now, this note may seem like overkill, but so many students slip up on this. With the harmonic version of the scale, you change the 7th both ascending and descending. The melodic version of the minor scale is different ascending and descending, as we only change the 6th and 7th notes ascending. Let's look at another example. F melodic minor, ascending and descending. We still need to calculate the natural minor scale first, so step 1, calculate the key signature. Here's our circle of fifths. Here's the F. We start counting from the A. 1, 2, 3, 4. F is 4 steps away from A on the flat side of the clock. So the key signature has 4 flats in it. We take the first 4 letters of the order of flats in the bottom left hand corner. B, E, A and D, they make up our key signature. Let's pop them onto the stave. Step 1 complete. Step 2, write in the notes. We start on F, as in F melodic minor, and then place a note on every line and every space up to the next F. And don't forget, this question asks for both the ascending and descending. So let's start on the F again, and a note in every space and on every line down to the next F. Step 2 is complete. We now have F natural minor, ascending and descending. To convert this scale to a melodic minor, step 3, raise the 6th note by a semitone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the 6th note, D flat. By raising it a semitone, it becomes D. Therefore, we pop a natural symbol to show that it is D and not D flat. Step 3 complete. Step 4, raise the 7th note by a semitone. Here's the 7th note, E flat. Raising it by a semitone makes it E. Pop in that natural symbol. Step 4 complete. That's the ascending melodic minor scale completed. As we do not make any changes to the descending scale, there's nothing else to do. We have our ascending and descending F melodic minor scale. Always remember that there's no changes to make to that descending melodic minor scale as per my instructions at the bottom of the screen. Finally, let's try a rather tricky example. G sharp melodic minor ascending. Step 1, calculate the key signature. Here's our circle of fifths. G sharp is over here. Now, a couple of things to note. Firstly, if you've watched my videos on the circle of fifths, you'll know that the G sharp is in brackets as it is the N harmonic equivalent of A flat. If you need a recap of N harmonic equivalents, have another look at the circle of fifths video or my video on accidentals. Secondly, as the key has a sharp in its name, that's G sharp, we count around on the sharp side of the clock, this way. If the name of the scale had a flat in it, such as A flat, we count around the flat side of the clock, this way. Always make sure you count around the correct side of the clock. We're aiming for G sharp, so we start counting from the A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G sharp is 5 away from A on the sharp side of the clock. It therefore has 5 sharps in its key signature. Here's our order of sharps. We take the first 5 letters, F, C, G, D and A. Let's pop these in order onto our stave. Step 1, complete. Step 2, write in the notes. We start on the G sharp. Now don't write in the sharp as it's in the key signature. And we ensure that there is a note on every line and in every space up to the next G sharp. Step 2 complete. We have our ascending natural minor scale. To convert it to a melodic minor, we follow step 3. Raise the 6th a semitone. Starting at the G sharp, we count until the 6th note. This one, it's an E. It becomes E sharp, not F. I appreciate that they are effectively the same note, but they're not. If you pop an F onto your stave, you then have 2 notes on the F line. You must not allow this to happen. So the 6th note is E sharp. I go into a little more detail about this in part 2. Have a look there if you need a refresh on this rule. Step 3, complete. Step 4, we raise the 7th by a semitone. Here's the 7th note. It's an F sharp due to the key signature. Now, if we raise this note by a semitone, it becomes G. We're not allowed to put in a G as there'll be 2 notes on the G line. Always remember that there must only be 1 note per line and space in major and minor scales. So what do? We use a double sharp. The 7th note becomes F double sharp. If you're not entirely familiar with double sharps or double flats, have a look at my video about accidentals, which goes into details about them. In a nutshell, a double sharp raises a note by 2 semitones, and a double flat lowers a note by 2 semitones. Therefore, F double sharp is actually played as a G, but using the double sharp avoids breaking that very important rule with major and minor scales, no more than 1 note per line or space. That's it, step 4 complete, and we have our ascending G sharp melodic minor scale. So before we end, just a brief recap. Whether you are calculating a melodic, harmonic, or just a natural minor scale, always start by calculating the natural minor scale first. You then have a choice. First, you can leave it as it is. If you choose to convert it to a harmonic minor, we merely raise the 7th note in both the ascending and descending scales. If, however, you choose to convert it to a melodic minor, we raise the 6th and 7th notes in only the ascending scale. The descending scale does not change. I really hope that this series of videos on minor scales has been useful to you. Many thanks for watching, but please do drop me an email if you'd like me to cover any other music theory topics. Thanks for watching.